Well, hello there, people with internets, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti, and welcome to my adventures at Jurassic Park, part 10. Woo! In the previous episode, there was a storm here. Yes, indeed, there was a storm, and yeah, and I had to stay inside. But the most important thing that is what's happening over here, and that is the tour vehicles have well, what the hell? The tour vehicles have arrived here in Jurassic Park. Yeah, Arnold is over there. Anyway, and that's also why you are watching me in third person. I'm talking to you, the person who is watching this video. Yeah, I just need to coordinate the buildings a little bit, because, yeah, those guys indeed. They're not making much progress. Anyway, but I'm talking to the person, who is watching this video. You are in Minecraft right now, and you are going to be the first visitor who is gonna drive our tour. Yes, indeed, you don't have any legs. That's Minecraft, deal with this. Anyway, so you're gonna be the first person who's gonna drive the tour, so look behind you. And there we go. There is the tour vehicle. Isn't he beautiful? So yeah, you're gonna be in there. So go. I'm just gonna coordinate this. I'm not gonna go with you because I'm gonna stay in the control room. So go. Alright, you guys. I want you to. Yes. I've received the vehicles, but I'm waiting for the first test to have been finished because we are busy with the test right now. Yep. Okay. I'll speak to you when the test is finished. I will print out the results actually and send them to you. Yes. Yes. See you later. See you later, Hammonds. Bye. Okay. So, Arnold. This is the moment of truth. Start the tour vehicle video, first of all. Well, hello there. I am TheMBmulti, boss of Jurassic Park, and today I will be your audio guide tour through Jurassic Park. At the moment you have taken place in our Jurassic Park safari vehicles. These vehicles are automated and run on an automated track through the park, so you don't have to worry about steering wheel. Before we go and set out into the park, I first want to go over some of our safety precautions to make this not only the most fun but also the safest trip through Jurassic Park. So let's get to it. Yeah, while the vehicle is driving, the doors will be automatically locked, preventing anyone from falling outside the vehicle. You do have free command of opening and or closing the windows, but always keep both arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Well, you are freely allowed to open and or close the window, as I said. However, if you see a yellow sign saying "Caution, keep windows up," you have to put the windows up. This is obviously for your own safety. The car will stop regularly on certain points in which you can take a look at our dinosaurs, take photos, or where you can use our lavatory establishments. While we are in these stopping points, we advise you not to feed the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are on a very strict diet, and any 21st century food may be very strange or lethal, even for these dinosaurs. So do not throw any food over the fence, even though if you mean it well. Also, do not throw any litter and especially mean plastic over the fence. Dinosaurs will think this is food and eat it, and this can also be very dangerous or even lethal to dinosaurs. So throw your rubbish in the appropriate trash bins. Also, do not yell or use flash photography against dinosaurs. This will only stress out the dinosaurs, angering them, increasing the chance of accidents happening. You are allowed to make photos, but without the flash, and you are allowed to speak on a normal tune, except of really yelling. So this is our information. We hope that you would like to stick to these rules, and your Jurassic Park experience will be either safe and fun. We should now wait for the cue from the control room for our tour to start. Yes, Arnold, that's the cue. Alright, Arnold. Fingers crossed. Start the tour program. Whew, it works. As you have noticed, the vehicle tour is now moving. We are going inside. Very shortly, we will be inside dinosaur territory. Jurassic Park is established on the island Isla Nublar, which is bought from the Costa Rican government in the year 2011. For the past 3 years, I and my dedicated staff have been working here to establish the most greatest theme park in the history of the world, containing animals that haven't been seen on the face of the earth for at least 65 million years. We've also taken notice of all the environmental changes of this island. This is a very tropical island, which completely suits the environment for dinosaur life. We've rebuilt the biomes in the paddocks for the dinosaurs. For instance, many trees, many open range have been added for very big dinosaurs, and also very dense dinosaurs live in dense forests, like Jurassic forests. We are now leaving visitor area. Welcome to Jurassic Park. If you look to the left, you will see a pack of the first dinosaurs on our tour, called Velociraptor. This small pack hunter is the most intelligent predator in Jurassic Park. They exhibit high levels of aggression towards humans in their environment. They hunt in packs but tend only to attack large prey if they have superior numbers. Armed with needle-sharp teeth and wicked-hooked claws, these small predators must be treated with extreme caution. Please enjoy these dinosaurs, safe in the knowledge that visitor safety is our top priority. If you now look to the left, you will see a herd of the first herbivores on our tour, called Triceratops. This is the largest horned dinosaur in Jurassic Park. It is the size of a school bus when adult. Like other members of its family, it lived in herds for defensive purposes. It is extremely protective and will use its horns to charge at any predators that threaten the herd. These dinosaurs do look very dangerous with all the horns, but they are actually quite peaceful, even towards humans. However, if they feel threatened, they will become very aggressive, and you shouldn't be angering these dinosaurs. The vehicle car will now, the vehicle tour vehicle will now stop here temporarily, so you can take a look at these beautiful dinosaurs, or to take use of our laboratory equipment. The vehicle will continue driving within 5 minutes. Please enjoy these peaceful but also dangerous herbivores. I hope you've enjoyed our Triceratops. We shall now continue our tour. If you look to the right, you can see a herd of one of the earliest dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, called Dilophosaurus. One of the earliest carnivores we now know, Dilophosaurus, is actually poisonous, spitting self-made venom on the eyes of its prey, causing blindness and eventually paralysis, allowing the carnivore to eat at its leisure. This makes Dilophosaurus a beautiful but also very deadly addition to Jurassic Park. As you can see, we have now arrived at the Aquatic Park of Jurassic Park. In here we have remade some aquatic life which has been seen in the oceans of the sea, in the oceans of the world. All the creatures living here in the Aquatic Park are not dinosaurs. They are not related to the dinosaurs. They may be related to the dinosaurs, but they are not dinosaurs themselves. They are from a different family of aquatic reptiles. Most of them still have lungs and therefore have to go upstairs to breathe. While we are in the Aquatic Park, you are freely allowed to jump in or out the vehicle at all times. The vehicle won't drive very hard, so it's not very difficult. For the people who would like to get really close to these aquatic creatures, you can step outside the vehicle and watch in certain viewing domes, which will allow you to get real close to these marine creatures. However, if you are not so brave, no, don't worry. The vehicle will drive next to all the tanks, so you can still enjoy the marine life of the dinosaur time, but from a safe distance from the vehicle. We shall now enter the Aquatic Park. If you look to the left, you will see a tank which holds the biggest and most dangerous aquatic creature of Jurassic Park, called the Mosasaurus. This gigantic predator is the biggest marine creature in Jurassic Park. It looks a little bit like a crossing between a crocodile and an eel. The Mosasaurus has a huge beak and also a huge appetite. It eats more than 50 kilograms fish per week. This enormous monstrous fish can swim very fast, therefore it can easily catch up to certain prey. It can only swim though. It is unable to move on land because of its weight and because of this is one of the dinosaurs that does not have lungs, so it can stay on the walls forever. Mosasaurus is very dangerous and one of the most dangerous aquatic reptiles in the late Cretaceous. If you now look to the left, you will see a tank which holds one of the oldest and almost ancient dinosaurs of Jurassic Park, called ammonites. These shelled creatures have been around in the dinosaur era, even before the dinosaurs. Their origin lies deep in the Silurian. These creatures have their shell for protection. They can get inside the shell at any time. They use their tentacles to grab small fish or shrimps that they can eat and then bring to the mouth like an octopus. Ammonites went extinct together with all dinosaurs 65 million years ago. However, some of their relatives made it still and are living still today in the 21st century. For instance, the Nautilus. If you now look to the left, you will see a tank which holds two Placiosauruses. These creatures are the perfect example of standard marine creatures in the Jurassic era. These creatures still have lungs, which means that they have to go upstairs to breathe, and they can't stay underwater. Due to their lungs, they can also live both on land and water, and at nighttime they will prefer to hunt in the dark because they have good night vision for their eyes. Their long neck allows them to swim through groups of fish and also to eat seaweed and certain land plants. Glaciosaur can also then hide on land from any marine creatures that try to eat them. We are now leaving the Aquatic Park. If you now look to the left, you will see the biggest creatures that you've probably ever seen in your life, called the Brachiosaurus. This giant is the largest member of the sauropod family in Jurassic Park, and it weighs more than 12 elephants. It has a huge appetite, so huge that they have developed nostrils on top of their heads, so that they could breathe without having to stop eating. This is the biggest land creature in Jurassic Park, and at the moment in the 21st century also the biggest land creature on Earth. The vehicle car will now stop here for 5 minutes. You can take a look at these breathtaking dinosaurs who emphasize the power and majesty of the Mesozoic world. I hope you've enjoyed our Brachiosauruses. We shall now continue our tour. If you look to the right, you can see a herd of other Jurassic dinosaurs called Stegosauruses. This tough Jurassic herbivore lives in herds and feeds upon low-lying plants. It has long plates upon its back for luring females and to control his body temperature. He also has 4 spikes on his tail to keep predators at bay. However, the Stegosaurus is the dumbest dinosaur in the park. With brains the size of a walnut, it even feels threatened by certain herbivores, which he doesn't like. Therefore, it doesn't guarantee you as a herbivore that you are safe next to a Stegosaurus. As you can see, we have now arrived at the Glacier Park of Jurassic Park. The vehicle is not able to get in the Glacier Park, so therefore we assist you that you step outside the vehicle and continue this part of the tour on foot. In the Glacier Park, we have made 3 of the most famous Ice Age creatures: the saber-toothed cat or Smilodon, the woolly mammoth, and the dodo. Please enjoy these 3 creatures. The Glacier Park also has a nice restaurant and some toilets. The vehicles will drive around and wait for you on the other side of the Glacier Park, so you can take your time as long as you want. I hope you've enjoyed your stay in the Glacier Park, as we shall now continue our tour. If you look to the left, you can see a paddock which contains a desert. In the desert we have two species of famous Cretaceous herbivores. For instance, the Pachycephalosaurus. This bone-headed dinosaur is aggressive. It tolerates other herbivores, but is aggressive to predatory carnivores. They live in herds and practice their defensive skills against one another. The skull of a Pachycephalosaurus is made of a couple centimeters thick, fierce bone. The skull is adjusted to his lifespan, and also is on a certain way attached to his spine, which makes him able to take quite a beating with his head, since he uses this for his defensive. This is one of the most defensive dinosaurs here in Jurassic Park. The other very defensive dinosaur is the second herbivore living in this paddock, called the Ankylosaurus. This tough herbivore is the dinosaur equivalent of an armored truck. It possesses tremendously thick body armor and has a heavy tail club to defend itself. The only weak point of this creature is its belly. Therefore, if it feels threatened, it would lie down on the floor to protect its belly from any predators. In the meantime, swinging its tail club in the off chance to hit any of these carnivores. A hit of this tail club can inflict serious injuries and can even be fatal to certain dinosaurs, and especially humans. And the Ankylosaurus, just like the Stegosaurus, is not the most smartest dinosaur in the world, so he will most of the time be very scared. So he will be very suspicious if a new type of dinosaur meets a new type of dinosaur. As you've seen from the sign, and as you can look to the right, you can see one of the biggest and but certainly the most famous carnivore in the world, the Tyrannosaurus rex. This gigantic North American predator is one of the most fierce carnivores in the world. It possesses huge teeth, some of even bigger than 15 centimeters, and an enormous appetite. It quickly becomes stressed when it is denied food or the opportunity to hunt. This big meat eater can run up till 40 kilometers per hour. It cannot maintain this speed for very long though, since of its huge weight. Therefore it would always try to attack its prey from a surprise, with a surprise attack, drawing a short sprint and quickly taking out his prey. The Tyrannosaurus' primary weapon is its huge mouth, with its razor sharp teeth. It can break through bones and break through bones, meat, and even the armor of a Ankylosaurus. It will literally tear the dinosaur apart. T-Rex has a couple purposes for his tiny arms. For instance, he uses them to balance, just as he has his heavy tail for that. Also, he can use it to get up from the ground if he fell or if he was asleep. But most of the time, his arms are a little bit too short for any work. They are, for instance, too short to hold the prey. But the T-Rex doesn't need that because of his huge mouth. The vehicle will stop here for 5 minutes, so you can take a look at so you can better understand why this dinosaur is called the King of Dinosaurs. Please enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed our Tyrannosaurus rex, and we shall now continue our tour. If you now look to the left, you will see a other very big and famous Cretaceous carnivore called the Spinosaurus. This gigantic African predator is the largest territorial carnivore of the early Cretaceous. The gigantic sail upon its back helps him to cool down during heat waves. This crocodile-shaped beak will help him to catch fish. But if the Spinosaurus notices a unaware herbivore, he will definitely not, ignoring it. Also, this dinosaur is very territorial, so it will attack any other predators or other Spinosauruses who get in their territory. Please enjoy this carnivore. We have now arrived at the Jurassic Park aviary, where our Pteranodon live. The Pteranodon are just like the marine creatures of a different family than the dinosaurs. They're not related. They are from a family called Pterosaurs. Many other pterosaurs lived in the Jurassic to Cretaceous, and their time started just like the dinosaurs in the Triassic. The Pteranodon is one of the biggest flying reptiles in the world, but the biggest in the park. The Pteranodon usually goes out for fishing with this, and his beak is perfectly capable of that. The vehicle will not go inside the aviary, but you can go inside and take a look at these majestic dinosaurs. Now we've given you the appropriate information. The vehicle will stay here for 15 minutes, so you can take your time while inside the aviary. You will hear a sound in the aviary when you have less than 1 minute to get back inside the car, so you won't be able to miss the car. Please enjoy our beautiful Pteranodons. I hope you've enjoyed our Pteranodons, and the vehicle will now drive back to the visitor center. If we drive past one of the paddocks and you would like to know some more information about it, do not worry. Please click one of the appropriate icons displaying the dinosaur or marine or creature displaying the dinosaur or reptile where you want to know some more information about, and we shall give you all the information again about the certain dinosaur. We are now entering visitor territory, and this means that our tour is completed. I hope you've enjoyed it and that you have seen some very beautiful dinosaurs, that you know how life looked like a couple million years ago. If you're now going back by plane or helicopter, the entire crew of Jurassic Park wishes you a pleasant flight back home. If you're staying in Jurassic Park and stays in our 5-star hotel, the entire staff of Jurassic Park, wishes you a pleasant night and hope that you are fresh and awakening tomorrow to see some more dinosaur activity. I advise you to take a look at the Jurassic Park souvenir shop, in which you can buy specific and only to get on the island's Jurassic Park souvenirs. Also, be sure to take a look in the information center, in the information movie theater in Jurassic Park in the visitor center, where you will see a video which shows how the dinosaurs are made in Jurassic Park and how the island was built up from nothing to the fantastic park that it is now. Also, be sure to check out the amusement park if you want some more fun just before you go home. Either way, if you're here to stay or if you go back to civilization, we all wish you a pleasant and beautiful day. here, and a nice day, of course, here in Jurassic Park. We will see you soon. Well, 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 here you are again. Welcome back to the visitor center, and this is going to be it for our for your first tour. I hope you Romans enjoyed it. I hope you liked our to be the first visitor who actually went on a tour in Jurassic Park. So that's going to be it for this one, part 10. I hope you Romans enjoyed it. So click the like button underneath if you liked the video. Subscribe to be part of the Roman army so you never miss any of my videos. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button that will appear off the left of here, or the subscribe button underneath the video. See you later, Romans. Ave.
And remember this above all, our Roman gods